Please starting yourself back. The trio with welcome much. So, 1-3 in the day was your blind card was 4-5 back green. The ball got touch. Patrick Sims, number 454, the leader of the track. Easy. Gathering around the points out to the outs, roll around. Patrick Sims catches the bunch. Front of the race is now Edwin Sutherland of Barbados at the 4-5. Edwin Sutherland still on their front. So riders that gain a lap in the temporary speed get 20 points. Any rider that loses a lap loses 20 points. The leaders on the track, Patrick Sims, is there with Track Woods, Bradley Green, in front of Edwin Sutherland. Track Woods takes the point that time as they see 13 laps to go. Grabbing the point down that around. Strikers on Star Trek cycling USA. With 11 laps to go in this temporary event of 2 of Romeo, the elite event sprint quarterfinal goes next. 6 rounds to go. Three rounds to go for this. The next round winner, Federal Rules number 2. And that's the bell. That's the bell. 1 round to that is Prix said to start that side crosses the line ahead of the rest. And the sprint is on. Of course, points up for records to go towards your overall on total. Those updated points will come to you just as overall height. Let's hit quarterfinal. So the quarterfinal matchups. In the first quarterfinal, Zion Bolito will be Matthew Fortier, 177 to 124. Ryan Dapper will be Raul Garcia. Kyle Carvalho going against Daniel Palmer. And Samuel Maloney will meet Devontae Lawrence. In the fourth qualifying matchup. So once again, the first qualifying matchup, Zion Bolito and Matthew Fortier. The second quarterfinal matchup, Ryan Dapper and Raul Garcia. The third quarterfinal matchup, Carvalho and Daniel Palmer. Last but not least, Samuel Maloney will meet Devontae Lawrence. The quarterfinals, one round to qualifying for the semis. One ride in the match sprint quarter-final round. So the next sprint quarterfinal will be the last event of session number 1, right here at the Prix in Trinidad and Tobago. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank a few of our sponsors. PBS Technologies represented People Mile, Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Associated Parents, Petco, NFF, the Venus Business Company Limited, Nolan Associates, Penny Meister Service Limited, the Southwest Regional Health Authority, the Arena Water Corporation, Rick Tech Services Limited, Gildas Gourmet Limited, Mr. Novi Bishop, Thank Care Foundation, and Coca-Cola. Cyclist for quarterfinal number 1 coming to the line. Zion Polito on the outside for Trinidad and Tobago, Matthew 40 on the inside for open road challenge section. One ride to qualify for the semifinals. Three-lap event. Match sprint, 40 leads Polito as they go around. 40 going down. Race being halted by the contact area. The cyclists get in back into the bike to re-ride quarterfinal number 1, Zion Polito and Matthew 40. Fortune, the opportunity of a lifetime to race against the guys that have the international exposure. This will only allow him to prove his discipline. That's the restart. Fortunately, Toledo off the line. Fortune leads Toledo. Open road challenge accepted from Team Trinidad and Tobago. One ride qualified for semi-final. There comes for the bell. It is Fortune from Toledo. Brian Toledo having to go over the top as they go down the back straight. Toledo gets ahead of Matthew Fortune. They come to the line, Brian Toledo getting there ahead of Matthew Fortune. Next up, squad point number 2, Ryan Dapper of Trinidad and Tobago. Coming up against Raul Garcia of Madonna. Ryan Dapper, your Instagram Prix champion on the inside. Raul Garcia of Madonna on the outside. In the sprint event, the cyclists for the first half of the lap must maintain a decent walking pace. The commissaires keeping a close eye as they go around. Dabro, Trinidad and Tobago, Garcia, Madonna. These two have met on many occasions before. Who are used to bowling? Is it Ryan Dapper of Trinidad and Tobago or Raul Garcia of Madonna? Both cyclists keeping a very good eye on each other. Garcia dipping down again. The inside line. Raul Garcia representing the outside. He is flying. Makes his way around Raul Let's hear it one more time for these three youngsters, Ryan Temper and Raul Garcia. Great showing by the two talented guys, very, very talented. Third quarterfinal matchup, Kyle Caravan of Trinidad and Tobago and Daniel Palmer of Jamaica. Carry-on showdown between the powerhouses of the Caribbean. First up on the track, Caravan. He qualified with a time of 10.780. Daniel Palmer on the outside, Jamaica qualifying in a time of 11.101. Just about 4 ounces separating the two, the Prix 200 qualifying round. Caravan on the inside, Palmer on the outside. At least walking pace for the first half. Caravan leading Palmer. Caravan leads Palmer, Trinidad and Tobago from Jamaica. One ride qualifying for the semi-final. As the speed picks up, the sprint is not only about speed, it's about strategy as well. That's the bell, up to go. Caravan of Trinidad and Tobago easy to the front of that. Palmer will have to come around. He wants a chance to compete in the semi-final. It is Caravan of Palmer. Trinidad and Tobago having 3 cyclists into the final. Who will fill the 4th and final spot? The final quarterfinal, Samuel Maloney of Team DPS. Devontae Lawrence of Arriva Weavers. Lawrence on the outside. Maloney on the inside. Both cyclists very similar in body structure. Both cyclists very powerful, and that translates to speed. Laura qualified at a time of 11.089. Maloney qualified at a time of 10.883. before the start of session number 2, where we will see the continuation of the sprint event as well as the omnium.
So there you just saw the qualifying rounds for the quarterfinals of the sprint event, and what it does, it set up some amazing sprints coming up a little bit later on this evening as we conclude the 2024 Easter Grand Prix here at the Cycling Velodrome in Balmain, Couva. And of course, in that second session, we will have the semi-finals. We have junior men and junior women, the elite women, and of course the elite men in their semi-finals action. And so a lot to look forward to. Still the Omnium as well coming up in a short while. And then of course we have the UCI points race for the elite men and for the elite women as well. So speed and more speed coming your way, but stay close because probably in about the next 10 to 15 minutes or so when we come back, we'll be coming back with some really fast-paced action for you. You don't want to miss it as we continue our coverage on 360 of the Easter Grand Prix for 2024, brought to you of course by KFC.
Sunday Secondary School. So tell me, what is your favorite thing about the sport of cycling? Now, tell me something about you right now. What's your favorite event? You like to see the sprints, you like the race, you like the pursuit events. What you like? Tell me what you like. Who's your favorite cyclist? Tell me something. To see a form of ID. Wow. Only Trinidad and Tobago. So, again, you never took one for substance, really and truly. From your personally. What's the matter? You still on top. We can get everything nice, so congratulations. You just won yourself the Happiness Sunshine. Congratulations. So I have some more numbers. We have to talk to the left. We have to talk to the wise. time. We have anyone here for the first time? I will do the first time on this side. I see my first time on that side. Sir, if I just see, come on down. Let me see. If you have one there, yeah, we can get some quick sound off the top, sir. Something nice, big C of the day. From the birds. Right? What is that? The young lady will be coming with your prize, sir. So let's go to the question. What's your name, age, and what school do you go to? Just correct, so if I do my strength 24, what's it called? If you take off your glasses and read that side, yeah, young boy! There we go! I'm up to 65 years. Now you're back, that's it. This is what you're doing, now you're from you're very much excited. So welcome to the National Cycling Centre. First time to see Grand Prix. Who brought you up? You're very proud, like I said. And when the state is coming to support one of your life, who is that cyclist that you think of? Who is that? She's good. Qualified fastest. She's trying to enjoy it. Congratulations, great to see from you guys. Welcome to the National Cycling Centre. Welcome to the Eastern Grand Prix. And I hope to see you next time. Alright? So yeah, what's it called? Fix. Where is it? Oh, we did get actually sponsor us in the airway. That pretty right now, but I don't know cheese in the guarantee. So let me see. We have anyone here at the National Cycling Centre in the first back on the other side. Let me see. Make yourself known. And up at the mountain. Unlike the power, who does receive so when I come across, I look into that person. See Peter, who's that? Who's that? Come down, come on down, come on down. Yes, I'm making a way to go. Who is this one? Okay, so there we go. Stay there, come to me, no worries. No worries, no worries. Let's see what's going on here. This young lady. This is your first time? Your very first time? What is this? Good afternoon, what is your name? Young Mitchell. How old are you and what school do you go to? So that's up in the east. Up in the east, that's right. So who brought you out to a cycling this afternoon? Where are we at, Daddy? Look, come on, me here, Daddy. Daddy, come out of here. Okay, we're going to take a little walk. I think one little snack, something, a little bit of outside. So we have your community talk about it. Is it Prix? What's your favorite thing to eat the Prix? Prix and cheese, congratulations, congratulations. You are a winner. Cultural prizes all out on wall. And we have a bicycle courtesy of Viking to give away. So sit tight. This is day number 3 of Eastern Grand Prix 2024. We'll be starting out with the 80-man sprint 7 points in 4 minutes.
Let's welcome you back here to the National Cycling Velodrome. We'll be getting ready for semi-final action in the sprint event. And this, of course, is semi-final number 1. Ryan Dabro and Kyle Karabai, both in national colors. And both of them, of course, from the Arima Wheelers Cycle Club. So it's TNT versus TNT. Kyle Karabai, number 108, against his teammate Ryan Dabro, 107. So it means that a Trinidadian will be in the final. So there you're looking at Ryan Dabro behind, Kyle Karabai to the front. Both men almost similar in build. And right now they're just taking it easy, just eyeballing each other. They know each other very well. They train a lot together at the club level. They have a good understanding of each other. But this, of course, is for a place in the final. So I'm sure they will want to give it their best shot. They are representing the Trinidad and Tobago now. So there's no love lost as we're looking here at Karabai just trying to heat it up a little bit. Dabro behind, Karabai in front. Dabro with the little white on the helmet. And Dabro tries to dart on the inside and he does get away on the inside. That's going to be hard work now for Karabai. Dabro leading them out, coming around. This is going to be tight. And Dabro leading Karabai. Karabai trying. He's coming, but not fast enough. So Dabro takes that first ride. So Team Trinidad and Tobago there. Ryan Dabro, the man doing the honors. So remember, it's the best 2 out of 3 here now. So Ryan Dabro giving himself a shot. And the second semi-final will feature Zion Pulido from TNT and Samuel Maloney right in for Team DPS. So this too is expected to be an interesting battle. Ryan Pulido, the leader of the Trinidad and Tobago team, is a young Trinidad and Tobago team. You don't have of course, the big 2 in Nicholas Paul and Quincy Brown. St. Phillips probably just rides domestically. I don't think he harbors any thoughts of returning to the international stage or wearing national colors. But I'm sure if you ask him to, he might very well, depending on the shape that he's in, he may very well say yes. But as it is right now, these youngsters are getting the opportunity, and this is invaluable experience for them. Pulido, of course, also capable of riding some of the middle and long distance races, but I'm sure he'll be happy to settle for a sprint crown here right now. So it continues to be Pulido leading. Remember, it's a best of 3, 2 best of 3. So whoever wins 2, you could win 2 straight. You could win the first and the third, or you could win the second and the third after losing the first. Speaking about winning, if you're a Liverpool fan, you'll be very happy today. They beat Brighton 2-1. And the big match between Arsenal and Man City ended in a goalless tie. So it meant that Arsenal beat them in the Community Shield to start the season, beat them at the Emirates, and then tied with them at the Etihad. So here they go now. Polido still holding the lane, holding the inside, keeping him high, and then he's going to dart down and try to pull away. Here we go. Can Samuels come over? Can Maloney come over? This is going to be tough for him, and I don't think he's going to get there at all. Polido is going to win this one, although Samuel did come back at him a little bit there, but Polido just seemed to cut off a little bit at the end there as he felt he had the race won. And despite the best efforts of Maloney, it was Polido who took that first ride to go 1-0 up here on Samuel Maloney from Team DPS. So a good ride in that first race between these two, semi-finals number 2. So Polido has been warned for dangerous riding, so he has to be very careful. So you don't ever want to have that against your name. So we're getting ready now for the women's sprint semi-final, and Delia Palmer is expected to dominate this one. Delia Palmer out of Team DPS, and of course Jamaica coming up against Trinidad and Tobago's Phoebe Sandy from Team TNT. And Madonna Wheelers, I think she's riding for now. Phoebe Sandy. So this is going to be a real acid test for her. Delia Palmer again is the favorite. And more importantly, Phoebe Sandy did beat Palmer in the first race on the opening night. So I think she would love to replicate that. But as you can see, Delia Palmer there looking very focused at the moment. She's been living in Trinidad so long, I won't be surprised if she gets a TNT passport at some point. Not that we're pushing for her to give up her Jamaican citizenship, but she really resides here in TNT because Robert Faria, the former president of the TNT Cycling Federation, has been her coach for a number of years. And so he's really hoping to get her to the Olympic Games. I think that's the goal. And these meets are just to keep her going, get her some form, so that when she goes on to the international circuit, she isn't starting from scratch and she isn't overawed by the level of competition. But I think it's fair to say that what she's facing here at home right now is really just she could work on certain things. The competition just isn't there for her. So what they have to do is simulate situations for her. Because if you look at her ride sometimes, she kind of takes it easy and challenge herself against some of the other riders. Maybe to come very late and see if she could do it that way. Maybe go early and just blow everybody away, but then that's no fun. So she kind of sticks in the pack and sort of bides her time before accelerating. But we have TNT versus Jamaica, so to speak. Delia Palmer. So again, it's 2 best of 3 for a place in the final. So Phoebe Sandy is leading off here. Delia Palmer, so much bigger physically. She has these big thighs and it's almost like tree trunks. She looks like a real powerhouse on the bike. Um, she really does present an imposing figure. I'm sure she must be very when the other riders look at her. She really presents herself as almost unbeatable and very physical. Now you may hear the word physical and think, well, cycling you can't be physical, but trust me, I've seen some carrying events where they're literally fighting on the bikes. They're butting each other, they're elbowing each other, they're shouldering each other, and this is at high speeds. So it could be physical. Now here she goes. This is where she's so dangerous. But Sandy's doing a pretty good job trying to hold the inside, and there she goes. And that's pretty much race over. I don't think Sandy has the power or the speed to catch up with Delia Palmer, and she is just going to cruise away and take the first ride here with relative ease. One jump, and that was it. Race over, pretty much. As she just came off that bank there, and Phoebe Sandy just gave her enough of a window, and she took it decisively, and just blew her away. And won this on a canter. Delia Palmer taking ride number 1, Team DPS. And one of the things that happens in an event like this is you try to learn from your mistake. And so that's why when you really have to be in it to understand, because this is where you get the experience. Because when you ride against the international riders, they're going to try to do exactly that to you. So if you get used to it at this level and you try to figure out how do you prevent that from happening, then that's like a world of experience that you get here. So now we have Kyra Williams rather, and Kyra Wallace, or Makyra or Wallace. So Makyra Wallace against Kyra Williams. Those are the two riders. So here we go as these two making their way around. As you see, 213 Makyra Wallace from the JLD Cycling Academy. Kyra Williams, number 221 from the Vapor Wake Multisport. She is just holding her own there. Big distance, big gap. And she just rolls around Williams, going high on the bank now. So Makyra Wallace going high up on the bank, trying to do what Delia did. And now she may actually get in front, and she does. So she takes the bell, and Kyra Wallace is cruising. Makyra Wallace is well ahead, and this is going to be an easy win for her, and that is going to give her a huge advantage. So Makyra Wallace doing it in style from the JLD Cycling Academy. So those are the two winners in the men and women's semi-finals, or should I say the four winners. We had Polido getting ride 1 against Maloney. Dabro getting ride 1 against Carabai. And in the women's semi-finals, Delia Palmer got the, one up on Phoebe Sandy. And we just saw Makaira Wallace edging out Kyra Williams in their semi-final. So Kyle Carabai and Ryan Dabro heading out for their second ride, with Carabai needing a win to keep his slim hopes alive of reaching the final of the men's sprint. Actually, the junior men are going to come next. So it's going to give the elite riders an opportunity to get more of a breather. So we're seeing Sindel Samaru. So Sindel Samaru is getting ready, and looking very relaxed, very comfortable. They're reporting to the Holden Bay. Some of the cycling officials, of course, men who've been Gregory Dantrad and some of the others who have been working assiduously over time to ensure that the riders get good, clean, healthy competition up to the international standards. And they certainly have been doing their bit. We have some of the spectators on the far side, right on the finish line, so they can tell you who won or not. 9 out of 10 times they're actually correct in telling you that. You look at some of the spectators. That's the spectator there with the lady with the white hat, the one in the orange shirt. And he was making the point that this is the first time he's come into the velodrome to see a cycling event in here. So he's very happy. And he won himself a pack. You're looking at the side of the lady there. There's a little hamper. I think it's some cricks he got in there. So he's also getting a Trini flavor there. Cricks and cycling. There's something new to go with your cricks. So I'm sure he's thrilled with what he has seen so far. So we're seeing the two riders now making their way out. And the first man on the line there, Sidel Samaru, wearing the Trinidad and Tobago outfit. And he's up against Darnell James of Arima Wheelers Cycle Club. And certainly so Darnell James so Samaru on top on the outside, James on the inside, and Samaru, of course, is very long on the bike. Doesn't look like he's pushing hard, but he does cover, and it's just the cadence because he's so tall. And what we've seen riders his size, but we haven't seen them that long. We've seen riders, in fact, if you think of some of the top Australian riders, some of the top European riders, they are his height, but they're just so much wider and so much thicker with their muscle. So you don't look at them as being tall, but they are very big, very imposing on the bicycles, and also very powerful indeed. So Samaru taking the high road, as they say. Just biding his time now. James just kind of like in no man's land. He's not sure if he wants to stay down or if he wants to go high. And he's taking a look. and waiting, biding his time, Samaru not yet ready to move, and now he's decided to make the move, and he caught him napping there, because look at how much room Samaru has been able to get on James. James gave him far too much room, and now he cannot close the stagger. It's too much, way too much room, and that is a cardinal sin right there, because he really, even when Samaru passed him, James was still widening, so he was still going up on the bank looking for him, and he was passing on the opposite side. So again, similar to what happened to Phoebe Sandy, just lapsed there just a little bit, and here it is finishing, not able to catch up with him. Much too much speed, and by that time Samaru had kind of switched off and was just cruising home. So even though James made it look closer, it really wasn't all that close for him. So he has taken the first ride to take a 1-0 lead. This is the junior sprint semi-finals at the Easter Grand Prix 2024, and coming here live on 360 TV and brought to you with the kind compliments of the folks at KFC. So the other semi-final now is between Jelani Ned of Arima Wheelers. There he is, number 244. And he is up against Javon Ramroop of Evolution Cycling Academy. So a great opportunity for them here. So Jelani Ned on the outside. So here we go. Ramroop will lead them off. Number 240. Up against Jelani Ned of Arima Wheelers from the Ramroop from the Evolution Cycling Academy, and Ned from Arima Wheelers. Arima Wheelers, of course, the club of Quincy Brown, who did us very proud at the recent World Cup event in Japan, hoping to get Olympic qualification out of the way. That will be the second Olympic Games in succession for himself and Nicholas Paul, should they get there, which is a great achievement by itself. This race is quicker, and immediately they take the bell, and it is Ramroop who is leading Ned. Ned, though, is closing, and Ned is coming. And there goes Ned as he goes screaming past him on the outside. Race over as Ned going to take this one, and does it in some style as well. He didn't panic. He just kind of bided his time and took it. Once he got the gears up, as they say, nice and hard and firm, and all he's doing is just repetition, then he's able to just cruise past his man and take that first ride. Jelani Ned up one on Javon Ramroop. And if you look at him, he's similar to his Arima Wheelers teammate Daniel James. They're two very long riders. They sit high in the saddle, but they do have good foot speed, even though they don't look as if they are really pushing hard, but they cover a lot of ground quickly with their cadence. And if you look at how tall the saddle is, how long that saddle pole is because they're so tall that when they pedal, they need to stretch the legs out to almost to the max so that they can get everything out of each and every revolution that they make. And certainly something that they work on, and you really have to tip your hats to the folks and the coaches out there with the Arima Wheelers Cycle Club, because they continue to produce these outstanding riders. So many of them really come from, as they say, just casual riders, BMXers, and then they just keep going and going. And here we are, some of them wearing national colors, others competing for national titles at the Grand Prix. So I'm sure Mr. Brown and company at Arima Wheelers must be very happy with what they're getting from their youngsters. So we're getting ready for the second ride here now. An all TNT battle once again. Ryan Dabro, Kyle Karabai. Dabro on the inside this time. Karabai on top on the outside. 107 against 108. 107 is Ryan Dabro. And we were just talking about Arima Wheelers, both of them from the Arima Wheelers table. But they're wearing national colors here. And Dabro just needs a win to secure a place in the final. He already has one win under his belt. And look at the difference in the length of the saddle pole on his bike compared to what we saw from Jelani Ned and Daniel James. Because both of them are so much taller and their saddles higher off the bike or higher off the ground, so that when they extend their legs, when they pedal, that they get everything out of each and every revolution. Hence the reason why their saddle poles are so much longer than these two gentlemen here. But it's just based on their own biomechanics and their own physical status. So they're kind of teasing each other now. And Dabro waited, and Kyle Karabai is taking the jumper. But here comes Ryan Dabro. Dabro trying to make up the stagger. He's coming. He is coming. He's level, and now he's gone to front. That is going to be it. I don't think he's going to catch him again. But they're still pushing. Kyle Karabai. Ryan Dabro is going to win it. Ryan Dabro again showing his teammate that he does have his number today. So Ryan Dabro with 2 straight is through to the semi-finals, awaiting the winner between Samuel Maloney and Zion Polido. So congratulations to Ryan Dabro, another one of our promising youngsters, and of course following in the footsteps, as we say, of Kwesi Brown, who is really the gold standard in the Arima Wheelers table. They all look up to him, and they all want to emulate his achievements so far. So one Trini already in through to the finals. Now can Polido, who is leading in this semi-final matchup with Samuel Maloney of Team DPS. So can Samuel Maloney pull something out of the hat here? Polido is heavily favored to reach the final and possibly win it all. He's the senior man in the national team. There's a young national team for this year's Grand Prix. So this is ride number 2 in this semi-final, the second semi-final of the senior men's sprint. As they push off here, Polido leading 1-0, but trailing, but riding from behind, I should say, in this one. And you could see Maloney looking for him. Maloney has to be so careful. Polido is just hotting it up. He's planning to take this one very long indeed. Polido is kind of getting it into gear fairly early. You get the impression he's going to make a quick jump here. He's taking him high, and then he's looking to come down and side of setting him up, and here he goes. He just screams past him, and that, folks, is that. He's going to take the bell a mile away, and there is very little chance of him getting caught here now. This is race over. He is going to win this on a canter. Ride number 2 in the books, and we have an all TNT final. Ryan Polido has just booked his spot against, or Zion Polido up against Ryan Dabro. An all TNT affair in the final. So it's TNT Polido against Dabro in the final. So congratulations to both men. Now the ladies are going to take center stage. Delia Palmer. She too is looking to book her place in the final. And again, the man you see in your picture there is a former president of the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation. But he's also a member of the Trinidad All-Stars Steel Orchestra and played in the Panorama final. In fact, I think if history is correct, this might have been his 5th Panorama title with Trinidad All-Stars, and a very good panist at that. And but I think he has other things on his mind right now, which is to really guide the fortunes of Delia Palmer. And like I said, the Olympics is the ultimate goal. And I suppose after these Grand Prix, they will have their Wheels on Fire event coming up shortly. And then after that, she may have to go on the international circuit as she hunts points to qualify, Olympic qualifying points. And that's why these UCI events are so important, because they all carry points as well. So every little bit helps when you're trying to qualify for the Olympic Games or for some of the World Cups. Once she could get in there, who knows? She could, as I say, catch form at the right time and create a little bit of history for Jamaica by getting to the Olympic Games. And I think she would love nothing better than that. Right now, she is focusing on Phoebe Sandy of Team TTO. Yes, Phoebe Sandy has a work cut out for her here. Delia Palmer, as I said, is really the cream of the crop, really, in the region, probably with the exception of the one young lady out of Barbados who rides internationally. But outside of that, it's Delia Palmer has really dominated at the English-speaking Caribbean. She rolls along, keeping close tabs on Sandy. Sandy, I'm sure, will be trying to do to her what she did to Sandy when she went high and then caught her napping and just dipped on the inside and took a straight line, as they say, to the finishing line. Does Sandy have it in her to pull out not just one but 2 wins to try to get to the final? Palmer just trying to get that gear up now. You can see her revolutions are a little bit faster, so she's looking for speed. She goes up high on the bank, and when she comes down, she could come down hard and just keep going. Can Sandy do something about it? Palmer, now she starts to get there. She takes the bell. Sandy has some work to do here. She's coming. Now Delia Palmer trying to get it into gear. She waited and waited and waited, and now she's going, but here comes Sandy, but I don't think Sandy has the legs to do this, go around and catch Delia Palmer. It's almost a fait accompli for her as Delia Palmer takes this one nicely. Team DPS through to the finals. yet again. 2 straight for Delia Palmer. So Delia Palmer, like Ryan Dabru and Zion Polido before her, winning in 2 straight rides. So she is through to the final. And Phoebe Sandy showed a good turn of speed there, and I still don't think that Delia Palmer is really up to maximum speed right now, because she doesn't have to be. Because, like I said, she looks to be in a better condition than most of the other riders that she's up against. So now we have semi-final number 2 now, with Makaira Wallace up against Kyra Williams. So these are the two. And of course, Makaira Wallace won the first ride. And so here she is now on the inside, looking to make it 2 straight. Makaira Wallace from the JLD Cycling Academy. Nice colorful uniform. Can't miss her at all. And behind her from Vaporwake is Kyra Williams, the Vaporwake multi-sport. And she's just biding her time. She isn't really putting pressure on Wallace at the moment. And Wallace just keeping things very tight. Now things are starting to heat up here a little bit. Wallace wanting to go early. And but here comes this time now. This could be it. Williams has decided that she's going to try, but Wallace seemed to have it covered. And she has to go the long way around. And that is going to be tough going here. Unless she can make a move, I don't think she has it in her. She's not going to get there. This is going to be 2 straight as well for Makaira Wallace. Kyra Williams unable to come over the top. And Makaira Wallace is through to the final to take on Delia Palmer in the final. So Makaira Wallace up against Delia Palmer in the final. So that is set just as the men's final is set. The women's final is also set. Now we have the juniors coming to try to settle their final pairings. Members of the, well, here you see Rowena Williams, the president of the Cycling Federation, on the phone in the middle in the green jersey there. And other cycling enthusiasts, we have members of the Rictec Sonics Cycling Club, Fortuné and others just enjoying the action. It's a Fronten and company. A very good evening to all of them. I'm sure they're keeping close tabs on what is happening here. They have a lot of riders, a lot of young riders, but a lot of young talented riders as well. I'm sure we'll be hearing from a lot of them in the future. Male and female. In fact, in the BMX category, they are really churning out some outstanding young riders. And so we'll see. So here we go now in semi-finals number 1 in the juniors. So can Daniel James turn the tables here on Sindel Samaru? Sindel Samaru in his TNT outfit. James on the top, coming from behind, and he will have to come from behind because he's trailing. Samaru took the first ride, and I think he just spotted him too much, Daniel James. He kind of lost him and seemed to lose his bearings as to where he was. When he made his move, when Samaru made his move, James just seemed to kind of found himself in two minds whether he should try to follow him, but he seemed to be going up the track as opposed to coming down the track at that point in time, and I'm sure he'll want to make amends here. He already saw his teammate Jelani Ned take his first ride, so he would like to see if he could at least take one off of Sidel Samaru. Arima Wheelers certainly factor in here among the sprinters. Some in national colors, some in club colors, but they're all good friends. But hey, there's a matter here, and this time Samaru allows James to take the lead. Can he come and get him? They're coming back around for the bell. They're just playing games right now, trying to feel each other out, looking to see if he could do something, but quickly into spot. He's right there. He hasn't been able to shake him just yet, James, with the lead. But here comes Samaru. James is trying his best. Can Samaru come over the top? Samaru come alongside him, and there he goes, zooming past him. And now it's a push for the line, and that looks like Samaru is going to win it comfortably. And he has done it in two straight. Sidel Samaru booking his place. So Sidel Samaru books his place in the finals. And there you look at it again, comfortable. Once he got alongside him and he just zoomed past him there, that was it. Race over from a long way out. It's difficult to overcome that kind of speed. One, he's higher up on the bank than you are, and once he's able to come off that bank with any kind of momentum, it's very, very difficult to play catch-up, especially that close to the finish line. Looking at some of the fans here, just enjoying themselves, watching on with keen interest. And like I said, once you have the kids out here, you never know when that switch is going to go off in their minds as to which sport they would like to pursue. Some of them might like cycling, others might also be, lovers of another sport. But whatever it is, you have to be, once you take them to events like these, let them see what is possible. They might very well take a liking to it. And as an individual, you can never tell. That's why parents expose their kids to so many sporting and cultural disciplines early in their lives. Just allow them to experience things and see what they like and what they don't like. Now we're getting ready for the second semi-final. And this one is between Jelani Ned and Javon Ramroot. Ned is leading 1-0. Ned on the inside from Arima Wheelers, trying to make amends for Daniel James, who missed out on a place in the finals. So can Jelani Ned take his place in the final with two straight rides? He's leading Javon Ramroop from the Evolution Cycling Academy, who is riding at the back at the moment. Both men with one spoke and one disc wheel. And again, look at the disparity in the length of the saddle poles. Because Ramroop is a shorter rider, his saddle pole is much shorter. And look at how long Jelani Ned's saddle pole is, because he has these long legs. And so he needs to be He needs to, when he extends his legs, he needs to, as they say, get maximum from it. And I tell you what, the longer he stays in the sport, is when he would realize that he might actually get different equipment. So here is the bell, and again he was waiting and waiting a little too long, but we'll have to see. He's so quick. He's able to come back. Can he get it all the way? He's going. Yes, he can. As he comes around, and look at the speed of Jelani Ned. Really, he was toying there with Ramroop, make him feel as if he had a chance, and then he just shut the door on him and made it 2 in a row there for Jelani Ned. Fantastic riding from the young man. So here he goes again, really coming off the saddle and then getting it into gear quickly. And once he got alongside him, it was race over. So Jelani Ned will face Sindel Samaru in the final. And the police officers keeping close tabs, making sure that there's law and order. Nothing untoward could happen here. We feel safe and well protected. And I have a police officer just to my right. She's keeping close tabs on the cameraman, making sure that he doesn't compromise any one of her colleagues. So we're getting ready again for the Omnium. We have the elimination and points races. So these are some of the riders in the UCI Omnium event. Patton Sims, Edwin Sutherland out of Barbados. Of course, the Star Trek USA is Patton Sims. Liam Trepte from Trinidad and Tobago. Ethan Hendricks, Star Trek USA. Stephen Alexander from Raiders Cycle Club. Marco Geist, Heatwave. Emil Abraham, JLD Cycling Academy. So this is the elimination, and again, riders are on the inside. Bradley Green, Dominic Howard from Barbados, Tariq Woods, Justin Williams, Fred Meredith, Maurice Burnett, and Adam Alexander. So some will be on the railing, some will be on the inside being held by their handlers. And this is the elimination. This is the UCI Omnium event. This is a series of events which started last evening and continues today with these final two events, the points race and the elimination race, which of course is the devil take the hindmost in local parlance, as we say. So we have 4 on top and 6 riders on the inside, 4 on the rails, and 6 on the inside. So 2 from Team TTO, Liam Trepte, and Tariq Woods. Woods on the inside, Trepte on the railings on top in second position. And of course Tariq Woods on the inside also in second position. On the inside, just in front of Sutherland from Barbados. So here they go with a rolling start. Of course, Emil Abraham in the middle there in riding in fourth position right now. A veteran, wore national colors many a year. And coming back. And this, look how quickly these riders are just trying to stay out of harm's way. There goes the start. And that's the official start of the race. So it was a rolling start for them. Sutherland taking the lead. Emil Abraham right there with him. Adam Alexander showing good positioning as well. Nobody wants to be left behind. And Trepte is in a tough position. Tariq Woods is taking no chances. He's way out in front. Sutherland holding on to his wheel. Abraham right there with him. As they come around, the first elimination is there. Trepte, can he stay out of harm's way? And he will, because he just shuts the door. So Ethan Hendricks is out. He's the first man eliminated, Ethan Hendricks. And here they go again. So Auguste is also out. So another elimination. And Trepte is in a tough position there at the back of the race. But he can move up quickly. In fact, he has to move up quickly if he wants to stay. He now make his move. And yes, it looks like Adam Alexander. So Alexander is out. So another elimination coming up. Tariq Woods doing the smart thing. He is staying out of harm's way. He's second at the moment. Trepte again is struggling at the back, and that might be the end for Trepte unless he can find something here now as he comes again. Trepte just trying to get up there, and he might have just gotten it there. Well, Trepte got caught. The devil caught him. Liam Trepte. So elimination again. So just one Trini now. Emil Abraham is the one trailing at the moment. Tariq Woods trying to stay out of harm's way and riding high on the bank. So he has gone, and Emil Abraham is holding on to his wheel, trying to anyway. And here they come. This could be Emil Abraham's final go around here. So Emil Abraham is out. So Tariq Woods now trying to just slow things down. And Tariq Woods don't want to stay on the inside there because that's where you could get hemmed in with no racing room. And now problems here. Tariq Woods though in a good position. Just he's not pressing and he's just staying out of harm's way as much as possible. Sunderland is right there. And this is going to be tight. So 459, Dominic Howard has been eliminated. Dominic Howard of Barbados in the white jersey, so he is out. Two Americans, one Bajan and a Trini. So the next round time around, Tariq Woods and company, they now have to really do something here. And Woods saw the danger and decided that he was going to bolt. Sutherland also has to keep going. And, well, 454, Sims is out. Patton Sims is out. So now Tariq Woods, Sutherland, and Green. Those are the men. Bradley Green, USA, Barbados, and TNT. Tariq Woods, not in the best position right now, but here he comes. Quickly, he's going to have to come over the top. And he's going to have to go. Tariq Woods going very indeed. And trying his best. So here goes Woods as he stays out there and wins it. So now it's up to Barbados and TNT. Barbados and TNT. Sutherland against Tariq Woods. Sutherland waiting there now, and all Caribbean sprint out here. Sutherland of Barbados, Tariq Woods of Trinidad and Tobago. Woods high on the bank. Can he come down? Can he get the gear again? There goes Tariq Woods. Sutherland has no energy. Woods cruises, blows him away, and wins the elimination. Much to the delight of the local fans. Tariq Woods really, as they say, is in a class by himself. When he's on form, he is such a joy to watch. And almost from a standing position, he can just get it into gear. And you just saw a glimpse of that there, where he just took care of Sutherland. And Sutherland realized once Tariq Woods got alongside him, he didn't have any hope of staying in front of him. And basically just backed off after that, probably saving his legs for the points race, which is coming up later on in the Omnium. So something for the fans to chatter about. They just saw a good elimination race here. And more importantly, Trinidad and Tobago ended up winning that event. So good for the fans all around. And so I think the riders understand what is happening there. So we're getting ready now for the sprint finals to be coming up in a short while. So that could take a little while, so we will take a breather here. Again, our coverage today on 360 TV is with the kind compliments of the folks at KFC. And as they say, it's finger licking good. And right now the riders are thoroughly enjoying themselves. I think the fans are loving it to the hilt. So when we come back, we'll have the sprint finals and the third place ride-off for you.
Mealtime rules. Don't serve yourself first. Do not eat with your mouth open. Don't make noise when eating. Does not apply when enjoying KFC buckets or our new Wii Deal. Get the Wii Deal for only $34.95. Mealtime rules. Don't serve yourself first. Do not eat with your mouth open. Don't make noise when eating. Does not apply when enjoying KFC buckets or our new Wii Deal. Get the Wii Deal for only $34.95. Mealtime rules. Don't serve yourself first. Do not eat with your mouth open. Don't make noise when eating. Does not apply when enjoying KFC buckets or our new Wii Deal. Get the Wii Deal for only $34.95. Mealtime rules. Don't serve yourself first. Do not eat with your mouth open. Don't make noise when eating. Does not apply when enjoying KFC buckets or our new Wii Deal. Get the Wii Deal for only $34.95. Mealtime rules. Don't serve yourself first. Do not eat with your mouth open. Don't make noise when eating. Does not apply when enjoying KFC buckets or our new Wii Deal. Get the Wii Deal for only $34.95. Mealtime rules. Don't serve yourself first. Do not eat with your mouth open. Don't make noise when eating. Does not apply when enjoying KFC buckets or our new Wii Deal. Get the Wii Deal for only $34.95.
Who's here to try to look back? All right. All right, so I'm going to apply in 2 seconds. I'm going to ask this gentleman questions. I should this here. You don't I'm going to try that. Isaac, up to the second of this morning, we will put out these questions. So hold on. So, in 3 entrants, go on to the first question. Second question. The 3 contestants answer the second question correctly, and that question is, Viking is the authorized distributor for which brand of tire? The answer is Victoria. So this third question could be the question that mashed up the entire science center, right? Because of course, the one from the of running bragging oil slick beer is Viking. Which cyclist is the brand ambassador for Fuji bikes, Viking, and cycle concerts? Let me hear an answer, over. Now, I say, if you're sure of that, I say, you know that Jacob needs is in fact, you want to take my answer on the first question on the track again? Because right now, they get 2 out of 3. And I will allow you to ask anyone in the immediate vicinity here, father or sister. One person. You can ask 1 person. So this is, you can ask 1 person. He is a sponsor. So who is the world record holder in the flying 200 meter, and what is the time? Remember, you can put up right there. The gentleman behind the scenes are already 2 out of 3 inside. This third one is just for kids. This third one is just for kids. So she got the cyclist correctly and says Nicholas Paul. Do you have an idea of the time? Does anyone have an idea of the time? Let me get it. It's something here. Give me the time. 9.100. for purchase of tires, and our national athletes are using those tires today. They are accepted in Victoria. And thirdly, Strikers is the brand ambassador of the e-bikes, cocktails, concepts, and our junior cyclist of the Prix cycler in sport, Jacob Lees. To head back to the track. We have always away from the sprint final.
as we welcome you back here to the Cycle and Velodrome in Balmain, Couva, as we continue our coverage of the Grand Prix 2024 here in 360 TV. Of course, brought to you with the kind compliments of KFC. We're getting ready for the third place ride-off. This is the battle for the bronze medal. And we have the two losing semi-finalists in the women's event. And that is Kyra Williams of Vaporwake Cycling Academy up against Phoebe Sandy of Team TTO. So Sandy riding from behind, number 202, up against Williams, number 221, who is at the front in a very colorful Vaporwake outfit. Sandy, of course, will be favored in this one. She is, for all intents and purposes, Trinidad and Tobago's strongest sprinter. Of course, our strongest rider is Tennille Campbell, who is competing on the international stage among some of the best female riders in the world on the road. And she, too, is hoping to secure a place at the Olympics. She hasn't had the best of years, an incident, and then she was off the bike for a while, but she's back now. So hopefully all's well, that ends well. Now the take bell. Sandy is right where she wants to be. Now she could start to make her move. Can she come over the top? And here she comes, Phoebe Sandy. She relaxes and then just cruises around and turns on the afterburners. Race over. She takes ride number 1. In the battle for the bronze, Phoebe Sandy takes the first ride. And that will clear the way for the first ride in the women's final. And that, of course, will feature Delia Palmer of Team DPS and Jamaica up against Makira Wallace of the JLD Cycling Academy. Of course, the JLD Cycling Academy, Emily Abraham is really a veteran in the business, representing the JLD Cycling Academy. And here is Robert Farrier with Delia Palmer now coming into your picture there. And of course, behind them is Makira Wallace. So this ought to be an interesting battle, but again, Delia Palmer is the overwhelming favorite here and could very well take this in 2 straight rides. As she rolls off first, Makira Wallace knows that she's up against it here. Can she pull something out of the hat? Palmer looks full of it, life full of energy. Knows that she has a gold medal within her grasp here. Trying to wind up that gear and get it so that when she wants to react, she could react quickly. And it's getting close to that time now. Here they go as they get ready for the bell. Still, it is Palmer just opening the door on the inside. And now she has to do the hard work, coming all the way around. She has some work to do here, Delia Palmer. But she is so strong. Here she comes. Can she get up in time? Delia Palmer, I think she's not going to get it this time. Not this time. And she loses that first race. Makaira Wallace certainly getting the jump there and really holding off Delia Palmer. Impressive ride indeed. So Makaira Wallace, you just look at it, Palmer was trying to come over, but Wallace held her lane, and certainly once she straightened up and realized that it was a straight line to the finish, and Palmer couldn't get up in time. So a splendid ride for the first ride. So it's Wallace 1, Palmer nothing. Phoebe Sandy won in the bronze medal ride. Kyra Williams nothing. Now we have the battle for the juniors. And they too will have their third place ride off. Javon Ramroop up against Donnell James. So they're on the line. Ramroop leading James. Who just didn't have enough to get the better of Sidel Samaru. And all of a sudden, James has gone to front here. Now he's trying to find him, see where his opponent is. Trying to keep him on that outside shoulder so he will only have to look in one direction. When you're that high up, you're kind of looking in both directions. And now here he goes with the bell. Can he really get that distance going? So here comes James. James from Ramroop. Ramroop just closing, but James is strong. James, can he hold him off? It looks like Donald James will do enough to win the first ride. And so said, so done. Donald James with those long legs of his. Really presents a whole different dimension to what we normally would think of as a sprinter in cycling. But like I said, he has the prototype. He just doesn't have the mass, the muscle mass of some of the other big world sprinters that we've seen from Holland and Australia, England. Chris Roy and some of these guys, they're massive. They're tall, just like he is, but they're big. They're wide-bodied, and their muscles are thick. And that is their muscle mass. They're certainly going to have to make up with technique and stamina, as we see also from Nicholas Paul, because he had a background in distance racing. He can hold his sprint a little bit longer than some of the others. And here's the reason why he kind of takes so many of them by surprise, because they can't believe that he could go long sometimes with some of those sprints. So here we are. So this is TNT in the junior category. And when you consider that Jelani Ned could easily have been wearing the red, white, and black. So these two riders, of course, they must roll the bike a little bit. You can't bring it to like a complete stop and just balance as riders did in the past. So Samaru continues to lead Jelani Ned here. Both riders just moving around. They cannot stay in one position for too long. They have to keep the bikes moving, keep the bikes rolling, forward or back as you saw there. Trying to burn some legs. And most times they do this really for the crowd. A lot of times. Just to show their dexterity on the bike. And so they're certainly taking their time about this one and showing off that they can balance on their bikes. And I'm sure the race commissaires are probably going to urge them on. But it's their race, and this is how they plan to ride it. Samaru now behind, Ned in front. So now, what is going to happen here? They're coming for the bell and just taking time here. Jelani Ned leading, the man from Arima Wheelers, leading his opponent, Sindel Samaru. Now Samaru is allowed to pass, but he doesn't want to go. It's almost like if both riders want to come from behind. We'll see what happens. And Jelani Ned again now. Can he get that gear up? Again, he's so tall. It takes him a while to get it wound up. And here he comes. Can he get there? Sindel Samaru waited for him. And Jelani Ned took the bait and looked like he's going to get the win. Jelani Ned takes the first one. And Jelani Ned showing just how capable he is. I thought Samaru just waited a fraction too long. And Jelani Ned. So he's one win away. And there he is again. Once he got level and you could see him, it took him a while to get everything going. But once he got it up there, that was it. He has that kind of foot speed. And the big fella certainly showing his capabilities here. Another one for the future, as they say, for Trinidad and Tobago, Jelani Ned. So while it looks fancy, the officials always encourage the riders to always hold on to the handle, no matter what. And so that was the junior gold medal ride. The first one goes to Jelani Ned. Now we're getting ready for the big one. Team DPS. This is the third place in the seniors, the elite riders. Samuel Maloney. Against Kyle Carabile. So there goes Salandi. Maloney rather, leading from Team DPS. Now they're all wearing red, white and black, but the man in front is from the Team DPS, the local club. The man in the back is with the TTO. emblazoned across the front of his jersey, and that is Kyle Karabai, another rider from the Arima Wheelers stable, but wearing national colors here. So these two not wasting any time at all, no balancing or anything of the nature, but look at how quickly Karabai is trying to close down that gap, and he's going to take it long. He is going to go long. He's going to take the bell and basically try to blow this race wide open. Kyle Karabai is not wasting any time. Does he have it? Can he hold it? He does have the speed, and it looks like he's going to win this one on a canter. And oh! Takes the first ride in the bronze medal. Kyle Karabai goes up 1 against Samuel Maloney of DPS. And you're seeing different strategies here. Some riders tend to wait for the sprint. Kyle Karabai took that one long, very long, and he went flying off the bell and just held his form. You could see him searching for his opponent there, recognizing that he had this race pretty much sewn up from a long way out. Didn't have to really extend himself too much, save some energy for the next race. So a fine ride there from Kyle Karabai. So this is TNT against TNT, or TTO against TTO. Is Zion Polido and Ryan Dabro. Dabro, of course, of Arima Wheelers, Polido of Rictech Sonics. But right now they're riding in national colors. So both men just trying to get the equipment ready so that they can execute whatever their plan is for today. But remember, both of them are in the same camp, so they would have been getting more or less the same kind of instructions, but they're two different riders. So it's really just about strategy here now. Who will do what? So it's certainly an interesting development. We've seen this before, where two TNT riders reach the finals of the sprint event, and left to be seen who will win it all. Of course, as the coach and manager of the national team, you probably have mixed emotions, but you're happy to see two of your riders battling for the gold medal. And as you would have heard, several of these riders will now head off to the Pan Am Cycling Championships representing TNT. In fact, they leave first thing in the morning for those championships. So Zion Polido takes the inside, and he takes the bell with a big lead, and that could be curtains there, because I'm not sure if Ryan Dabro has what it takes to get back there. He cannot. And Dabro sits up, and Polido is going to take the first ride. So he's one away from the gold medal. The leader of the pack leading in the gold medal ride. So Zion Polido, again, once he got that jump, look at the distance. He just opened up a huge gap there, took the bell flying, and he left Dabro almost in his wake here. Dabro was trying to close the gap, couldn't. And in the end, it was a comfortable win for Zion Polido. So he's off to Los Angeles. So showing good form and getting ready to represent Trinidad and Tobago on a larger scale and a much bigger scale next time around. So still has another ride, at least one more. Or will it be two more? That's up to Dabro and his strategy the next time around. So the look bikes pretty much in vogue with the national teams. And wonderful ride there for Polido. So now Phoebe Sandy and Kyra Williams of Vaporwake. They're in their second ride. Sandy, with a win here, will secure the bronze medal in the women's sprint event. Sandy against Williams. Kyra Williams taking her time. She knows she needs a win here badly to force a third and deciding ride. So Sandy not taking any risks at all. In fact, she is probably going to try to shorten the sprint as much as possible and not give herself too much work to do, and try to bring it down to a shorter sprint as possible so that when she goes, she doesn't have far to go. And the risk with that, though, is if she miscalculates at all, then Kyra Williams could take advantage. Williams off the saddle, just trying to get that gear wound up there as much as possible, but Phoebe Sandy stays high. She's going to come down with a rush. As they get ready to take the bell, you could already see Phoebe Sandy trying to get her nose in front. She's just working a little grand charge there. Now she decides to go, but again, Williams just allows her to come over, and that's going to be tough for her because now she has to come around. Phoebe Sandy starts the rotor. Phoebe Sandy is going to win this on a canter. She cruises home and wins it in 2 straight. She is your bronze medalist. So she won it in 2 straight, Phoebe Sandy. So congratulations to her. I'm sure, while it might just be a consolation, she'd much prefer to be riding in the gold medal ride, but she would take the bronze and use that as a confidence booster for her as she heads off to Los Angeles tomorrow with the national team. I'm sure she's happy that she not just got the win here in the bronze medal, but also came through relatively unscathed and will be fit and healthy heading to Los Angeles. So these youngsters are really living, breathing, sleeping cycling these days. And this is all par for the course, as they say. And these young ladies, of course, are really, really good friends. They respect each other's abilities, and they know that as a fraternity, they need each other, need to push each other. And they just try and do their endeavor best whenever they're on the track, regardless of who their opponent might be. And it's nothing personal. It's a race, and somebody's got to win, and it might as well be me. And so I thought, sure, that's what Phoebe Sandy is saying. Now we could probably go on old talk now, share lipstick colors or whatever it is, but not when we're on the track. Color nail polish we want to wear. So this is the start. This is for the gold medal. Makaira Wallace, who already stunned Delia Palmer in the first ride. Can she do it again? Or will Delia Palmer force a third and deciding ride? Of course, you could just see the determination on Delia Palmer's face. Just the way she is on the bike. She seems very agitated, almost business-like to a fault here. Because she knows she can't afford another lapse. She's trying to get it in quickly. And but again, Palmer living dangerously. She doesn't close the stagger much. Now she has to try to get around again. But look at the ride of Makaira Wallace holding off Delia Palmer so far. So far, so good. So far, so good. Palmer is trying, but she won't get there. She won't get there. And Makaira Wallace has done it. Makaira Wallace won the sprint event here from JLD Cycling Academy. Showing it, she's beaten her in 2 straight rides. Delia Palmer will take silver, but Makaira Wallace of Team JDL will celebrate the gold medal in the women's sprint. Here again you could see Delia Palmer trying desperately to come over the top, but she no room at all. She's not giving her any room, just enough speed. And once she came around the bend and realized that she didn't even get shoulder to shoulder with her, that was it, race over. And Makaira Wallace, so 2 straight. And congratulations there. Both riders again using those look bikes, and seem to be the popular choice right now. And both riders using the disc wheels at the back, and must be very, very happy indeed with their this young lady must be thrilled with her gold medal performance. And there's a big congratulatory hug as well. Makaira Wallace coming to TNT and showing that she means business, and that would have capped a splendid weekend for her, winning gold at the Easter Grand Prix. So now the battle for third place in the juniors. So this one, Jelani Ned, already has one ride in the gold medal ride, but this is Daniel James, also of Arima Wheelers, in the front right now. He won the first ride against Javon Ramrup, who needs a win here to stay alive and to force a third and deciding ride. And if you're looking at James, Daniel James here showed tremendous speed in that first ride. Can he get it into groove once again? Both riders keeping close tabs here. Ramrup now has the lead and trying to see if he could fashion a victory. And Jelani Nedo going to take it high, and he's going to take it long. He's sizing it up here now, thinking about going high. He's decided he's going to stay on top. Can he get that gear again? Taking his time. Daniel James, though, is coming at him. Daniel James looking for 2 straight. He's coming around. Daniel James is going to win it. Daniel James showing good composure. He didn't panic. He just kept his cool, showing his heart there, and coming away with the victory. Could easily have panicked, but he didn't. and he just kept his cool, kept his form, as they say, rode his race, and came out with the victory. So Daniel James in 2 straight. And here he is again. Once he came across him, and Ramrup was pushing for all his worth here, and James didn't panic. He went wide, stayed out top, and then once he kept his form, kept his composure, kept his cool, came up with a win. So a gutsy ride there from him. And again, this is all part of the learning process for these youngsters. When they go through all these experiences, they learn and they kind of put that in the memory bank and understand what worked, what didn't work, and where they could improve each and every time. So congratulations to him and to the Arima Wheelers stable. So now we have another Arima Wheelers rider on the track almost immediately, and this is Jelani Ned now. He's looking for 2 straight. So can Arima Wheelers make it back-to-back wins here? Ned will take the bronze medal, or rather Daniel James will take the bronze. Can Jelani Ned wrap up gold? Not sure if he would have spoken with Quincy Brown this morning. I know they speak a lot, even if they speak online. And Quincy probably would have offered him some words of inspiration and encouragement. And you look at his handle, it's a smallish handle, but he wants to, again, emulate what they're seeing with the international riders. So they try different things. And Sidal Samru trying to come from behind here to win the gold medal. He was going to have to win this race and then set up a deciding 3rd ride and win that as well to secure the gold. Ned waiting. Sidal Samru closing. Ned trying to keep him in his sights. Samru is probably going to have to go long because he can't wait. Here he goes. And does he get any distance here? Jelani Ned has some work to do here now. Can he close the stagger by the time they get around? He's coming. Here he comes. Here he comes. Jelani Ned pushing. Sidal Samru trying hard. And Samru is going to win it. Samru is going to take it and force a 3rd and deciding ride. Sidal Samru waves to the crowd as if to say, no panic. Don't panic. Sidal Samru. And Jelani Ned tried his best here, but this time Samru got the jump, kept his composure, kept the line and stayed focused. And once he straightened up in front, he had a full bicycle length and just cruised home as Ned took his foot off the gas, trying to save energy for one final push. So we will have a 3rd ride for the gold medal among the juniors. So it's one apiece, Sidal Samru and Jelani Ned. And the fans would have thoroughly enjoyed that one. And that's the thing with cycling. You could kind of pick your favorite race to race, who you like, who you feel might win it. So who will it be now? Kyle Karabai of Arima Wheelers and Trinidad and Tobago up against Samuel Maloney of DPS. So here they go. Already at the line there is Kyle Carabai. Maloney going for the top, so he'll ride from behind unless Carabai invites him to take the lead. And of course, coming up next, the gold medal ride between Zion Pulido and Ryan Dabro. Dabro of Arima Wheelers as well. So here goes DPS against TTO. Carabai leading Maloney. TTO in front. And the man from Team DPS riding from behind. Of course, when you think of Team DPS, you know that they can put on a good event. And that event is coming up later in the year. So Carabai has asked Maloney to lead. Maloney decide he's going to go very long indeed. And Carabai is going to keep him in his sights. Maloney went very early. This one is going to be a tough one. They're going to take the bell here now. And it's Carabai in front. Can he hold it? Kyle Carabai. This one went very long indeed. And I think he's going to win it comfortably. I don't think Maloney is going to have enough time to get back in this one. Kyle Carabai is going to take this one 2 straight. So he will sew up the bronze medal. So Kyle Carabai, the youngster from Arima Wheelers, doing the business. 2 Arima clubs, DPS and Arima Wheelers, factor in here in this bronze medal ride. And here it is again. He took it long, and you could see him just looking between his legs here to see if he could spot him. And by that time, he must have known that he had it sewn up, and but just kept his form. Didn't really try to push too much. And even though it came closer at the end, Maloney was the one who was fighting for all it's worth. And by that time, Carabai had kind of taken his foot off the gas and was just riding his momentum home for victory number 2, win number 2, and the bronze medal in the elite men's sprint event. So now he will look up and see his clubmate Ryan Dabro against Zion Pulido. Can Dabro pull one out of the hat and force a third ride? And so now it's a question here. Will Pulido go for broke, or will he just back off a little bit? Or will Dabro pull something out of the hat here and secure a win and force a third ride? So here we go. Dabro riding from behind, needs a win to force a third ride. Pulido will head off to the Pan Am Track Championships in Los Angeles, and I'm sure he want to wrap this up as early as possible. Can Dabro force a third ride and make him work for his gold medal if he is to win it? Dabro keeping an eye on things. Pulido responding to every potential attack so far. So now he goes very high. Will he take it from the top, or will he go down low? Still hasn't come down as yet. Pulido reacting to every shift He's gone very high, and here they come now. And Polido didn't really get away this time, but can Dabro come around? Ryan Dabro is making him work. Can he come over the top? Dabro is trying. Dabro is going to get it. Yes, he does. Forces a third ride. Well. The baby of the bunch is forcing the veteran to have to go 3. And a little fist bump there to say, well done, youngster. So this gold medal is going to go the hard way. Whoever is going to win it is going to have to do it in a third ride. Fittingly. How much did it take out of him? Look at him go here. He went a little bit wide, but he kept his form. Didn't allow Polido to intimidate him here. He just kept going. Polido was pushing for all it's worth, but Ryan Dabro had that one. So a third ride is necessary for the gold medal here. So we may have the points race coming up in the Omnium before we give these riders a little bit of a breather. They need it because they've been pushing hard. Right now, I don't think Ryan Dabro could ride another race right now. He looks spent because he gave that everything there. See him with a big smile on his face. And Elijah Green, I'm sure, is happy for him. See the youngster showing his capabilities there. And they all smile. Polido and all is smiling and really sharing in each other's success. But he knows he's going to have to at least, they say, drop the hammer next time around. And make absolutely certain with that is 1 ride, 1 race, 1 gold medal. So we have a third ride in the gold medal for the seniors, and we have a third ride for the gold medal among the juniors, fittingly, we would say. But in the meantime, we have the points race in the Omnium, the final event for the Omnium. So a new track record set here. Tyler Makira Wallace really putting it 11.396 seconds, breaking the track record for this venue. And 11.396 seconds for the flying 200. And setting a track record here. So congratulations to her. So we had the scratch race, and now we have the 100 lap event, the points race. So it's 5, 7, 3, 2, and 1. So every time you sprint and you win that sprint, you get 5 points. Or 7, 5. So it really is a battle royale here. So these riders have some work to do here now. And of course, in the points race, there are sprints inside of there. So you sprint, is it every 5 laps? Or every 10 laps, and you have to try to gather points as you go along. And again, the points are awarded 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1. So you try to garner your points and stay and try to finish the race. And again, we're watching live cycling action here on 360 TV, live from the Cycling Velodrome in Balmain, Couva, with our kind sponsors, KFC, for this evening. So again, it's 100 laps, but it's 10 sprints in there. So again, folks, it's 100 laps, and they have 10 sprints within that race, and that is going to be a real demand on them. They're getting a rolling start. It's almost like they forgot to blow the whistle to actually start the race, so they're allowing them to just get themselves going. Marco Geist. Actually, they got the whistle. I thought it was late, but they did get the whistle. So the race is on. Looks like Geist has gone to front early. Marco Geist not wasting any time. So keep an eye on Tariq Woods. So Marco Geist taking a lot of the limelight early as he goes to front. Now he is noted for riding at the front, so this is nothing new to Mark. He's not a noted sprinter, so he will try to stay out there at least for the first sprint, but there are some serious sprinters behind him, and he's not really making much of a separation. And unless the others just sort of back off and give him the opportunity to keep going, and but we'll see how it goes. Remember, it's 114 to 112. Those are the top two in terms of points, so everybody will be trying to keep tabs on each other, not allowing the men ahead of you to get too far ahead. So when he comes back, you'll see 94 laps to go. Plenty of time for you to say, what am I doing here? 94 laps to go. Must have a better way to spend an Easter Sunday. But this is what they chose, and this is what they love doing. So now we see the bunch starting to rope in Geist here. And the problem for Geist is when he puts out all this energy, does he have enough to stay with the pack after he's caught? And that's always the challenge. But this is his type of ride. He likes to ride from the front, getting some encouragement here from the fans, just to spur him on and really trying to urge him on to see if he could at least win the first sprint. but he's right within catch me distance at the moment. And I'm not sure when they come back, they'll see 1 lap to go before the first sprint. And Auguste is right there, but he hasn't really separated himself. He's going to get the bell. And now you could see the others behind start to jockey for positions. Sutherland is not wasting time. He's going to try to catch him. Tariq Woods spots him though. And Woods is going to push. And if you don't get the first place points, you're going to get second and third. So, and they all count. So Auguste takes the first sprint. And Tariq Woods are going to get third place. Emil Abraham might have just got up to take second. And Auguste is now waving bye-bye to the crowd and say, you all go ahead. I won my first sprint. And that's it for me for the day. So he has gotten his job done because he knows he can't stay with these riders. So he has decided that that is enough for me. And he might as well just cruise around the track and actually exit the track at some point. But in the meantime, Liam Trepte is certainly keeping tabs there on Patton Sims. Sims and Trepte out front. So Sims and Trepte getting a good bit of separation here now. Liam Trepte and Patton Sims pushing out to the front. But again, they need to work for each other. Trepte though doesn't seem too interested in doing any work. So he's just going to sit behind the wheel there and allow the laps to go by. And you'll see 84 laps to go when they come around, when the main bunch comes around the peloton. And these two are closing that gap quickly now. And so when they look around, they'll see 83, but they don't want to be caught. So still Sims is trying to keep the tempo high. 83 laps to go. They try to connect. When you connect, you get bonus points. So I'm sure that is part of the thinking here. Auguste has latched onto a wheel there, keeping with Sutherland. And the two at the front will get the bell, Sims and Trepte. And here goes Sutherland now. He's going to take bell. And but again, Emil Abraham is right there. So too is Tariq Woods. And also in the mix there, it looks like it is Bradley Green, and Tariq Woods is going to take third place. So all those points will add up. But now they have to figure out if they can allow the front two to lap them and get those bonus points. And it's hefty bonus points too. It's like 20 bonus points when you lap the field. So they're right there within striking distance. But what they could do is just sit there, don't connect, and then take all the sprint points as they go along. So it's all part of the strategy, which favors them the most, because they could connect and get to the main bunch, get those bonus points, But then if they get dropped later on, they lose those bonus points as well. So Auguste has decided enough is enough, and he is not going to take any further part. And it's Sims and Trepte who are leading the race at the moment as they wave their way around. And they'll see 75 laps to go for the front two. The main bunch will still have to come around and do it. It seems as if they're not prepared to catch them right now. They will just sit behind and see what happens. Now, it seems as if Dominic Howard has decided he wants to step things up a bit. The man out of Barbados just kind of heating things up, but he widens, and Tariq Woods almost got caught napping there because the push continued as they come around and see that they have 73 laps to go. So Tariq Woods trying to get himself back into position. Really doesn't want to lose track of the front men. It's all about points, getting more points than the rider ahead of you. And it's still Sims and Trepte at the front. They're still the leaders of the race, but the others are setting themselves up here now. They'll come around for the bell. Sims and Trepte already have bell, so they could share the points at the front and don't really have to sprint too hard, but it's maximum points you're looking for. So they will now try to deviate up among themselves. Trepte is going to take that one, and I think they're going to connect now because the main bunch have basically left it till late, and now they're going to start their sprint to see who gets third place. And Tariq Woods is right there again, and he will. Emil Abraham again just nosing him out for that third place. But Tariq Woods now is making the push. Liam Trepte has connected. So they're all back together again. And so Trepte and Sims have connected. And it seems that if Howard has had enough, so he is going to sit up. So they get the 20 points that will be added to their total. Whether it's enough to get them in the lead is left to be seen. But we've had 2 sprints out of the way, or 3 sprints rather out of the way. So I think Tariq Woods and the others are probably just biding time here now to be very strategic as to when they're going to try to get the maximum points. You don't want to do it too early and then you don't have energy for the latter stages of the race. Plus, you don't want to wait till too late because then you're not able to impact the race decidedly. So 65 laps to go. So you kind of figure out who can impact the race the most. So Sims has 134 and Trepte has 130. So they're the leaders right now in the race. So Woods is some distance behind on 118 points. So he's going to have to do something at some point in this race. That bonus point for lapping the field is making the difference. So Sunderland is on 103 points in 4th place. So here they come for the bell. Tariq Woods, though, is going to get a lead out from Liam Trepte. And in fact, he's taking it long himself. And Tariq Woods take the lead, and he is gone. So he is going to try to get these points here. And Tariq Woods is going to add to his total. But so too has Will Sunderland. Trepte wasn't too worried about that. He knows he has that bonus in his pocket. But those points will push Woods now up to 125 if they're giving 7 and not 5 points for the sprint. So those two are the two race leaders, and they're keeping tabs. Trepte not letting go of that wheel at all. He's sticking to him like glue. He said, wherever you go, I go. And so Trepte. Yes, Sims. So he got the 5 points. So he's 123 now. So Sutherland remains in 5th place. Emil Abraham on 89 points in 6th place. And they'll come back and see 54 laps to go. Tariq Woods is probably starting to get to that point where he feels that he has to take a risk here now and bolt and try and see if he can't lap the field himself. But these two are not going to let him get away too easily. Sims and Trepte right there with him. Tariq Woods looking for a wheel to hold on to now. Again, points on offer here as well as they come for Bell the next time around. So Tariq Woods now trying to get himself into position where he could launch and try to win another sprint. So here is Woods again keeping tabs. And here they go. Tariq Woods will have to do this the hard way. But he's not, I don't think he's sprinting for this one. He's probably going to take 3rd place, try to get some additional points here. But he never really wanted to sprint for that 1st place. However, keep your eyes on Tariq Woods. This is probably around the time when he may just try to make that move and see if he can't shake his man. And more importantly, try and lap the field and get that 20 bonus points. So Woods pushing hard here now. So here they come again, trying to keep the tempo high in this race. Of course, trying to burn some legs where possible. Tariq Woods seems very poised. He could win this race, but he has to be very smart here, as the Americans will ride for each other, no doubt. And here they go. There goes Sims. Sims trying to get away now, but it's early. He's going to try to connect again. He already has a lap on the field. So Tariq Woods waiting, and now he recognizes that something has to be done because Sims is looking to get back, reconnect again. Looking very strong indeed. Sims, he's the race leader. He's the points leader as well. So here he is, right, connecting once again. Just went for a little spin there, so to speak. And if only just to send a warning to the others. Now Sutherland has decided that he needs to take some kind of action, and he will come around and sprint and probably win that sprint quite easily. So he has really bolted there. He's going to come and get the bell here now. Sutherland, good timely sprint on his part. And he probably wouldn't even have to sprint very much because nobody is trying to track him down at the moment. So he's going to take these points, and he needs it because he needs to get up there. He needs some points in the worst way. Right now he's in 5th place. So he'll take those points, 5 points to him. Who will take it? Tariq Woods is going to take 2nd place. So he will get 3 points, another 3 points. So that should push him up to 126 as he keeps building all the time. Still in 3rd place. And at some point you get the impression he's going to have to make a move, a decisive move at that. So he's probably just biding time. And how it would be if he could find somebody who will work with him. But here goes Sims again. Sims just seems very agitated, not prepared to just sit on his laurels. So him and Trepte again trying to hold that wheel. And at the other American right there in the front. So it's USA and TNT right now with Emil Abraham, who rides in the USA but is from TNT, joining the free. So he is straddling both sides. So can these 5, all of them are in the hunt for top spot? So now, again, the other American trying to get a steal here. And certainly giving it his all. Ethan Hendricks. So Sims is 159, 135 to Trepte, and 128 to Tariq Woods. Those are the top 3. But Woods has plenty work to do here if he's going to win this Omnium. So here they come for another sprint. And again, Sunderland is out there. So he's going to win the 2nd sprint in succession, but he's not impacting the top 3 at the moment. So now the right for second and third in terms of points. So every time you could get points, you try to take them. Tariq Woods is going to pick up another 2 points there. But Sims is not making it easy for him. In fact, Bradley Green is also in the fray now. And here he goes, Sims. Really, he and Trepte are like the white on rice. He's right on him. Anywhere he goes, Trepte is sticking to him like glue. Some people will say like a faithful wife, not leaving him at all. So here they go again, Sims and Trepte. But there's also another sort of marriage at the back, because it's Tariq Woods who is not able to shake Hendricks and Green. They are right there. So really an interesting turn now. Can they really, we have 2 sprints left. Is it time for Tariq Woods to probably make a move and try to pull things back? But it's going to be difficult for him because of the big gap that those 2 front riders have in terms of points and everything. Once they brought that lap and they got that 20 bonus points, it made life very difficult for Tariq Woods. But again, Trepton not losing track of that wheel of Patton Sims. Number 454, Sutherland, who won a couple of the sprints riding alone, is back with the pack now. He has done his bit, recognizing that he couldn't stay away for that distance. So here they take Bell. And Bradley Green. The penultimate sprint is on now. Tariq Woods is going to take it as he goes flying. Emil Abraham is right there. But immediately, look at the response. And quickly, certainly this is the time now. You have to be mindful of what is happening. Trepte, probably for the first time in the race, has lost the wheel of Sims, and Sims has gone again. Yeah, so he's looking to lap this field for the 3rd time. He is really a monster on the bike, and he's not mixing matters. Finally, there's a divorce, and he has really separated himself here now. Divorce papers served by Sims. He's going it alone. And so he is just mowing down the track here now. He's going to ease past one rider and take aim at the main bunch again. And look at him. This is like a time trial for him there. He's really just so composed. Only his legs moving. No movement of the head or anything. It's just his legs moving. And that's the sign of a good time trialist. So Sutherland has woven his way into 4th place with 134 points. but Green is also making some progress. So this is another brilliant ride from the race leader Sims. And here he has connected again with the main point, but look who is tacked onto that wheel again. Liam Trepte. Tariq Woods in third place. Can he hold that third place? He's probably going to have to sprint for it. He knows he has company there, and sooner or later he's going to have to make a move. You could see him just glancing there, trying to see who is around him. So here they come for the bell. Tariq Woods in second wheel here right now, keeping tabs. So here they go now. Can Woods hold on for the sprint here and get these 5 points? This is the penultimate sprint. Here they go. Tariq Woods will get those 5 points. But now, can they set this up here now the rest of the way? Woods, it means that Sims doesn't really have to sprint the rest of the way. He just needs to stay in the race, stay on his saddle, and stay on the boat himself. And Trepte might have done enough to sew up first and second. The battle really is for third place here now. Tariq Woods pushing for all it's worth. Here, Emil Abraham is dragging him along. But Tariq Woods cannot afford to let Green ease away from him. And here, the front two again. So it means everybody is going to be sprinting here now. 7 laps to go when they come back around. Or when they come back around, maybe 6 laps to go. So they're getting ready for that final push here now. Trying to set up the race. So Emil Abraham is 6th place on 95 points. There he is in the middle of your shot there. But that's your race leader there, Patton Sims, 200 points ahead of Liam Trepte, 155. So it's safe to say those two would win it, but Tariq Woods is on 140. So it's a long way between first and second. Second and third is another 15 points. Peyton Sims is going to win this to win the Omnium. Trinidad and Tobago, Sims, Tariq Woods and Liam Trepte. So they come in here now. They come in for Bell the next time around. So they're coming to finish up 100 laps here now. This is the push for the bell here. Could Sims hold on to actually win the race from the front in the final sprint? 1 lap to go, and Tariq Woods is in ideal position to launch here. And here he goes. Tariq Woods is going for the final sprint here. He is going to cross the line first, but it's going to be that man, Patton Sims, who is going to win the race overall, win the Omnium with the 200 points. He's going to finish second, so he's going to go to 203 points as well and win the overall. So the final point standings would look like Sims So it's going to be Trepte in second and Tariq Woods in third place. So Trinidad and Tobago will finish second and third, but that is your winner there. Patton Sims of the USA, the Star Trek USA team. Congratulations to him. There is Liam Trepte, who rode a brilliant race. Smart fella, hold on to the wheel of the leader and let him drag you and pull you around. And also riding a good race there, Bradley Green. And there's Liam Trepte coming in second place, getting the applause of the locals. But there's the winner of the race, Patton Sims, number 454, and the man next to him, Bradley Green, number 455, would have finished in fifth place as well. Another commendable ride by those two. And Tariq Woods also rode a splendid race to finish in third place for Team TTO here. So this now sets up a little bit of unfinished business in the sprints, because we have the write-off for the gold medal among the elite men, and the gold medal in the junior men final. Sindel Samaru won, Jelani Ned won. So here we go now to determine who is going to win the gold medal in both the junior sprints as well as the elite or senior sprint, and be the sprint champions for Easter Grand Prix 2024. It's come down to this. The junior sprint final, Jelani Ned on the outside in the Arima Wheeler colors, and Sindel Samaru in the TTO colors. So this is for the gold medal, the junior gold. This is the write-off for the gold medal. Samaru leading, Ned won the first ride, Samaru won the second, and to set up this decider. No balancing, nothing of the sort. They're just going to take this mano a mano here. Pedal to the metal here now. Look at how early they're heating this one up. This could be a long sprint. Again, it is. They're going to take it long once again. And Samaru has gone to front. Can he hold on? Here comes Ned. But I don't think Ned is going to get there. Samaru is going to win this one. Ned is going to have to do this the hard way. Can he get there? Can he get there? No, he can't. Samaru taking right second and third. What a fantastic ride there. Sindel Samaru showing that he didn't panic, although he lost the first ride. He won the second, and then he took the third as well. So there you could see now, again, Ned trying to get it into gear, but he's so tall, it takes him a while to wind up those gears, and just enough of a distance from Samaru to just hold him off, just about a half wheel in the end. And he just couldn't get up there in time. And now one gold medal decided. We have another one on the line again. the TTO duo of Zion Polidor, the veteran, against the young upstart Ryan Dabro. Again, Dabro won the second ride. Polidor won the first. Who will win the third and deciding ride off? So this is the final event of Grand Prix 2024. It's the sprint finale. Two TNT riders battling for the gold medal. Easter Grand Prix 2024 coming to a close here now with this race. And it's for the gold medal. The sprint champion for Grand Prix 2024 will be decided with this one. Ryan Dabro on the inside leading off. Zion Polidor, also of Team TTO. Polidor, again the experienced one. Will it be the youngster or will it be the more seasoned campaigner? So they trying to keep things going. They have to operate at least at, as they say, at walking pace. Now it depends on what pace you could walk at. If you're walking at my pace, that would be very slow. So this is the third and deciding ride. They're coming for the bell. Once again, we want to thank our folks at KFC for making this possible here today. Ryan Dabro trying to keep his distance. He's coming for the bell. Can Polidor close the gap? Ryan Dabro still hasn't gone back in the saddle. Now he decides to go down. As Polidor is coming. Polidor is coming. Dabro is holding his own. Polidor takes the lead. Dabro is fighting back. Dabro is fighting back. Dabro, it's right at the line. Well. It could be Polidor. It could very well be Zion Polidor. Did Ryan Dabro get up in time? Did he? They might need a photo finish for that one. But I want to believe Polidor might have just held him off there at the end. So here they go. Battling shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder they go. Polidor took the lead, but here comes Dabro. Pushing right at the wheel. It looks like Polidor. The Grand Prix winner is Zion Polidor. Zion Polidor by the narrowest of margins. Ying! Right there at the line. Zion Polidor eked it out. What a ride. So the gold goes to Zion Polidor, who won it by a as they say. And just taking it 2 rides to 1, but he had to work overtime. The youngster giving him all he could handle there. But again, the veteran just doing enough. It doesn't matter, you could win by a mile or win by an inch. As long as your wheel gets to the line first is all that matters. And after all of that, it came down to just that. And he eked it out. And congratulations to him. Congratulations to all of the winners. And again, we have to say a special congratulations to Makaira Wallace, who took the women's sprint title and did it in style, beating Delia Palmer, the pre-event favorite, winning in 2 straight rides to win that gold medal. But this man, Polidor, got all he could handle from Ryan Dabro and just had to go. He had to dig really deep to get the gold medal, and he did it in the end, getting a fist bump there from Elijah Green. Green, the man, the mechanic who handles all of the bicycles and he would be a very happy man indeed. Polydor is probably going to come and salute his fans, and because after tonight he's heading off to LA right away as well, so no rest, as they say, for him. But he will come and offer his get his congratulations from his band of supporters, and gets a big hug there, and congratulations indeed. So certainly a positive sign for him, and I'm sure he'll be a happy man when it's all said and done. So congratulations to Zion Polydor, saluted by his fans here. But this is where we're going to have to shut it down, folks, as we say congratulations once again to all of the winners here today. But the sprint champion is that man on your screen there, Zion Polydor, winning ahead of his teammate Ryan Dabro of Team TTO, taking first, second, but it was Kyle Carabai of Arima Wheelers who won the bronze medal. And on the women's side, Makaira Wallace beating Delia Palmer, but 2 straight, to win the women's sprint title at Easter Grand Prix 2024. I'm Ruskin Mark on behalf of the entire team, and again on behalf of our sponsors KFC, we want to thank you for being with us, and we hope to see you soon on 360 TV.